I think about my great-grandmother and my grandmother and how they sat and made pottery and how they formed them. And I do talk to them in prayer to help me make my pottery as good as they did theirs. This is a parrot, and this one was handed down from my grandmother. The bird has a significance to the Pueblo, and it does have a link with the sun. We value the birds a lot.
The meaning of the sun symbol relates to our sun and its four rays, and how each of the four rays has a meaning to it, like the seasons, the directions, the stages of life, and the time of day.
The circle within the sun represents the cycle of life, the universe of life. Everything comes and goes in that circle. There's not an end, there's not a beginning.
Not only are the individual rays significant, but the grouping of the rays also significant in itself. One is told to develop a strong body, a clear mind, pure spirit, and devotion to the welfare of his people, and that ties into how you treat life in general.
How would you explain the significance of the Zia sun symbol to someone outside our Pueblo?
The sun symbol is very unique to the Pueblo of Zia. And I really encourage people to come visit the Pueblo of Zia. And we have a culture center here at the governor's office that they can look around and look at the sun symbol, study what's written on it.
When a child is born, the very first thing that happens is that child is presented to the sun.
We take the child out in the morning when the sun is coming up, and we lift the child up to the sun, and gives them the light in their heart, the warmth and the beating of their heart.
He's introduced to Father Sun, the first sunrise that he witnesses, and is given his Indian name, and this Indian name he uses for the rest of his life.
When a time comes when the person is deceased, then the spirit of that person is sent back with the Zia sun symbol.
There's a sand painting where the sun symbol is used to essentially release the spirit of the deceased back into the other world, into the next world. And then the Father Sun is also used to claim those that have survived the deceased so that they can be given the proper direction, a long life, a good life, a healthy life, for as long as they exist in this world.
I grew up very traditionally, in a traditional family with my grandparents. At first I didn't know how our traditional sun symbol ended up on the New Mexico state flag, and whether it was through respect that it ended up there.
Having the sun symbol on the New Mexico state flag is an honor, and every Zia tribal member should be proud of that. And every New Mexico should be proud of that. But when I learned how it was taken from here, there was a sadness there too.
There was a contest to develop the state flag. A doctor from Santa Fe saw the sun symbol on a piece of pottery that was on display in Santa Fe. So he sketched the design and submitted that. And lo and behold, his submittal won first prize. And no one came to ask the Pueblo, no one came to ask the Zia people whether it was okay to display their sun symbol on the state flag.